What's up, guys? Your Monday Night Raw review for August the 3rd, 2020. Reviewing results. Subscribe and like this video. I'm gonna skip the intro. There is no more intro for a while. I don't think it's doing nothing, so it's kind of dumb. Whatever. Kills 10 seconds. Who cares? This show was okay. We have the United States Championship match. We start off with a match. Believe it or not, we start off with a match. And I'm really happy we start off with a match. Starting off with a match at Monday Night Raw is the best thing we can do. It's the best thing that we can do. Okay? We start off with Apollo Crews, the United States Champion, the actual United States Champion, versus MVP, the fake United States Champion. Apollo Crews wins. This match was okay. Apollo Crews wins and has both belts now. Match was okay, nothing too special. We get the Kevin Owens show with Ruby Riott talk about how it has been miserable these last 7 months. I haven't gotten nowhere, and the Iconics are always making fun of me for not winning matches. And I miss Liv Morgan. Kevin Owens says, speaking of Liv Morgan, I have Liv Morgan here. Liv Morgan, we haven't seen her ever since June. I don't know why. I don't know what she was doing. But whatever she was doing some naughty stuff. She was sucking my dick last night. That's why she's not here, guys. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. She's not. And, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Liv Morgan comes out and says, do you have anything to say, Ruby Riott? She says, yeah. Kevin Owens steps in and says, I have betrayed a lot of friends. I have done a lot of shitty friends to my friends. I have done a lot of things that I should not have done. And you guys are both my friends, and you guys should be friends, blah, blah, blah. Kind of cheesy, whatever. Ends with the Iconics come out. They smack Kevin Owens. They make Kevin Owens look like a bitch. I fucking hate this shit. Make Kevin Owens look like a bitch. Kevin Owens then comes out. Kevin Owens says, hey, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, here you go. This whole segment was like fucking stupid as fuck because this whole thing was just dumb as fuck. Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan versus the Iconics. This match was fucking terrible. This match was like 2 minutes of garbage, and it was only 2 minutes. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan wins with a shitty pinfall. Oh my god, that was just god awful. Fucking hell, forget that, man. That was some terrible shit. Okay. We get Shelton Benjamin, R-Truth versus Akira Tozawa. Shelton Benjamin defends his title against these two. Akira Tozawa wins, becomes a 2-time champion. I mean, he really cares about the 24/7 championship. Ric Flair says you need to worry about yourself. He's talking to Kevin Owens, of course. You need to worry about yourself. Stop worrying about other people. And next week it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Speaking of Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre comes out and he says, you've only made it in the business because Randy Orton, you're only in this business because of your dad. You never give a fuck. You never want to be here. Randy Orton comes out and says, yo, I am here. It's not about the money. I'm just here. You know what I mean? And do you have anything to say? He says, you are a selfish prick. This segment was okay. Drew McIntyre was getting really intense, really emotional, and I like this. Nia Jax with Pat Buck. Apparently, this is what happened last week. They Nia Jax beat up Pat Buck, a producer, somebody backstage. Stop my stupid ass cat. Sorry about that, guys. They both come out, and this was supposed to be an apology, but it ends up when Pat Buck says you're suspended for not apologizing, and he gets his ass kicked. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing was this. I mean, really, Nia Jax is just, man, dude, Nia Jax is fucking garbage, dude. Like, Get out of here, dude. You're trash, bro. You're trash. Shayna Baszler is now some type of weird baby face, and I guess it's different. I can believe it. I just hope she's a badass babyface, not this pussy shit. You know, every time they turn a badass heel into a babyface, they have to make them a total pussy. No, you don't have to do that. That doesn't even make any sense. You don't have to be a fucking soft baby motherfucker to be a good person. You can be a tough motherfucker, a badass that kicks people ass, but you can also be a good person. I don't understand. Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler. This match was nothing, ends in no contest. Sasha Banks says, Asuka, you want your rematch at SummerSlam? Well, you have to face Bayley next week. What this tells me is that we're probably going to get like Sasha Banks versus, we're probably going to get a triple threat with Bayley versus Shayna Baszler. I just hope she's in this picture. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Nia Jax. That is just garbage as all fuck. Shane McMahon turns with the Raw Underground. It's like an underground fight shoot club or some shit. Fucking stupid ass shit. You know, fucking dumb. Angel Garza versus one half of the Street Profits. Ends with Angel Garza winning. We have Andrade versus Montez Ford, the other half of the Street Profits. Ends in no contest. They accused of Angel Garza and Andrade and Selena Vega of poisoning Montez Ford. This whole thing was kind of dusted. We have the Viking Raiders, and yeah, we have like the Viking Raiders in this fight club kind of thing. We have Dolph Ziggler. He beat up some jobber guy, I guess. That was the main event, by the way. Just keep this in mind. So we get Tom Phillips. Tom Phillips was he was laughing last week about how Rey Mysterio's son was beating up Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins says, you need to pay for your sins. You need to do this, you need that. Samoa Joe comes out and says, yo, you're not gonna beat up my friends, you know, my commentators and broadcast partner. And then it comes out. Then they both have chairs, Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. By the way, the whole Angel Garza and Andrade two matches were just terrible. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. And the whole 24/7 championship is garbage also. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, the 24/7 championship has never been, it's not interesting. It sucks. Kiss my ass. And this whole Seth Rollins and, you know, Dynamic, Rey Mysterio's son, facing him at, you know, SummerSlam. It's just a far cry. It's you know, Seth Rollins is now facing a son of Rey Mysterio. The kid's 19, hasn't been in the wrestling ring. And last year he was facing WWE. He was facing the Universal Championship. He was in a Universal Championship match with Brock Lesnar in the main event of SummerSlam. Wow, what a far cry that is. That is sad as fuck. It's sad, and Rey Mysterio gets his ass kicked. Well, I mean, Seth Rollins gets his ass kicked, and they said, you know, whatever. We get the Hurt Business saying, I don't know why they use Shane McMahon for this. We haven't seen him ever since October, so it's almost been about 10 months. 10 months or something. 10 months, but whatever. Shit, you know, they just start beating up everybody in the Fight Club or Underground Raw, and they say it's there's no rules. That's what Raw is supposed to be, dumbasses. It's like it's like an arena. It's like a ring that has no ropes. I don't know why. It's like a shoot. It's like an MMA type of thing. but in wrestling form. That's how we end the show. That was pretty bad. I don't know what was up with that Samoa Joe thing. I don't know if they're teasing for the next, after Seth Rollins is done with Dominic, he goes to Samoa Joe. Finish that up. I don't know if they're done. I don't know what's up with the Hurt business. That's just sad. That's pathetic. I seriously thought that I thought that MVP is gonna have a challenge next week, or is he at SummerSlam? I'm not too sure. Apollo Crews, he's gonna have a rematch. I don't know why Bobby. You see, this is what's going on. MVP is now taking the spotlight from Bobby Lashley, and it's sad. That should not be happening, and I don't know why it's happening. But that shouldn't be happening. I'm sorry. Bobby, I don't know what they do with Nia Jackson at this point. Bobby Lashley's once again lost. I don't know what they're doing with Nia Jax, but it's just weird because wasn't she feuding with Shayna Baszler literally 2 weeks ago and even last week? So what happened? It's like they just took a 180 and Shayna Baszler is now a baby face. And she's teaming up with Asuka? Is it gonna be Shayna Baszler versus Bayley and then Asuka versus Sasha Banks? Is that what they're doing? I mean, whatever. I don't know. But there's been rumors that, apparently, Shayna Baszler is the backup. That's pretty sad. It was going to be Natalya. You should just put Shayna Baszler back to NXT. There's no need for her up here. It seems we didn't get no Aleister Black. Apparently they're changing his gimmick. I don't know why. To me, I think his gimmick is okay, but his gimmick is fine, but apparently they're saying there's a limit. I don't know if he comes up with an eye patch. But, I mean, whatever. I'm just going to call it a night. Monday Night Raw review. I hope I didn't bore you guys that much. I know the show, it was entertaining. It was just it was enjoyable. I'm not going to lie. The underground shit is bad. The 24/7 shit, I just don't care. Women's division is, I guess, okay. Tag team division, I don't give a fuck. And Randy Orton, I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, you could have made Randy Orton do something else besides this, but I don't know. What do you do? I guess you can't do nothing all the time. We'll see you guys next time. BD Scouts in the house. Subscribe. Like this video. I love you guys to death, but I gotta go. See ya.